Well, we've experienced annihilation. And the only other route that exists here in AI, the Somnium files, is this one right here. Last time, we found the true culprit of this entire mystery, which is the son of Sejima, Saito Sejima, who has been body hopping the entire time to the point where we're not even in our real body right now. Our real body is like number 89, but we're thrown into Saito's body. And that's what our Dante has looked like the entire game. This reminds me of some of Uchikoshi's other games where he tries to throw in a twist of some sort. And in this one, you think you have a decent grasp of it, but it still surprises, which I have to say is pretty well executed. But enough about that. We return to this timeline. Before we begin, I should probably outline what that timeline contains. The case begins as normal. We attempt to help Mizuki through the Somnium, but ultimately fail in a way because she doesn't get her speech back immediately. We also see what we assume is Iris being stabbed and frozen. From there, we spend the next couple sequences worrying about her and thinking, is there any way to prevent this in case it's like something that's going to happen later? Then, of course, we bring in So and jump into his Somnium. And upon doing that and finishing it, we save her and find that she's all right. And that's pretty good. Of course, during this time, we saw that she was a frozen corpse, just the way it was shown here. So saving her here allowed her to be alive here. We go through that whole thing. She then reveals to us, after we battle mysterious assailants, that an evil organization is after her. And we could choose to believe her, which led on a path of her dying of her brain tumor, or not believing her. And then we learn that she has that very brain tumor. And then we learn the truth that the frozen version of her that has died is a completely different person. It's a corpse that is still dead, and it's actually her real mother that had died in the past, who was murdered by Saito, who we now know is the new Cyclops killer. And her mother's corpse has been preserved for the past 2 decades. And we got that going on. Most characters are alive on this route. Except for Renju. Renju is dead at this point. And where did this leave us exactly? I'm trying to remember exactly where that oh yes. We went through we entered the chemical plant area, and then we were taken out by number 89. And that's where we are. Can you tell KZ did a few of these in a row? You can tell because he's trying to mold it all together. Like, what part's about what? Huh? But I believe I have a decent grasp here. We return to the abandoned factory. Following this. Renju's dead.
You're awake.
Damn it.
We're strapped to the sink machine.
I don't think you can release yourself.
Well, do something about it.
What is it you expect me to do?
Come out of my eye socket and get this off of me.
I cannot.
Why not?
My body has short-circuited. It must have been the electric currents from earlier.
Gah.
But fortunately, my communication functions are still operational. I attempted to reach HQ and Abyss personnel for support.
And?
No response.
They ignored you?
There must be pressure from the higher-ups. Likely a result of Congressman Sejima's interference.
He thinks I'm investigating Monika's case.
That is not the only reason. So Sejima holds a personal grudge against you. He wants you dead.
Also, yeah, this is the timeline in which he absolutely hates everything about me. And in general, also, he was he was the one who essentially got Monica killed. Even if didn't necessarily intend for his son to do it, because the way that scene's conveyed sounds like he didn't want that to happen. But then there's also the thing that he wanted her to disappear because she was holding the... She had a kid, and the kid was Iris, and he fucked her to have that, so that's also real weird.
That is likely why Pewter is attempting to delete my data.
Oh yeah, that happened. Fucking Pewter has been super active here. And that was also a part of the whole plot line where it's revealed that he actually, is a potential lover for Renju.
Are you okay?
For now. But if they breach my final ice, they will destroy me.
Yeah, Pewter's trying to currently delete everything about you too. You see, trying to get myself back up to speed on the events that are specific to routes is fun. It's like in the previous one where they revealed our main villain and said that was what that thing was between Ota and Iris about the car, because that wasn't revealed in that route
I would cease
until
to
then.
exist.
You see, this is fucked up because given I don't know who this is.
Saito Sajima.
Oh, so you figured it out.
Ah, son of a bitch.
Renju's body on the ground, without his left eye. You were inside Renju, weren't you? Until just now? You used the machine to exchange minds, then got rid of his body.
Close, but you're a little off. I didn't get rid of the body. He died of natural causes. But what interests me more is you. How do you know you can use the sync machine to exchange minds?
It's so appropriate that we are in each other's bodies effectively at this point.
The way you're talking makes me think you know why I took out his left eye.
That's right, we are totally doing it. We're doing the thing where we are accessing the morphogenic field.
The current. Did it unlock your memory? Then tell me, this body was originally...
Mine.
That means your body...
This is your body, isn't it, Saito?
Well, if you know that much, then this should be easy. Give me back my body.
Where are Iris and Hitomi?
Don't worry, I haven't killed them. Yet.
Yet?
The brain you are currently occupying has an interesting quirk. It releases a flood of dopamine and endorphins when it kills. I thought I'd take that brain back before killing those two. In front of you, of course. Which is why I haven't killed them yet. Such beautiful eyes. I was going to begin the sync, but I think I've changed my mind. I want to see you bad. But what will really set you off?
If you don't shut your mouth right now.
All right, talking it is. What should I say? Do you have any questions for me?
Day 1, the whole Shoko thing happened, which makes this day 6. For 5 days, what was Saito up to? I decided what he did every day until now. Because, yeah, this would be different. He is in a completely different body on this route. So let's see what was his, and we're going to have this happen again, which is totally fine because DC Douglas is voicing him now. So he gets to fucking be incredibly slimy while he tells us what he did with his week. At 4 a.m., Saito began his plan against Shoko. He called Renju to this abandoned factory and switched bodies with him. After taking Renju's body, Saito killed Shoko, then brought the body to Bloom Park. I guess they're just doing this because they're like, we made you do... They're like, for the people who binged this game, they're like, we just did this. We can't make them do it again, which I guess that makes sense. Why was Shoko's rental phone in a horse?
Oh, right. I put that there. When I was fixing Shoko's body on the horse, her phone fell out of her clothes. I forgot that I had given her one. I didn't want to take it with me, and I didn't want to toss it away. So, I decided to push it into the mouth of the horse.
The merry-go-round horse's mouth was hollow, which allowed the phone to fall down into its body.
How about day 2?
I was still in Renju's body. My next target was Iris. If I asked her to come to the abandoned factory, I knew she would be skeptical, so I even video called her. But for some reason, she said no. This was around 5 p.m. I was still Renju, the president of Lemniscate. I didn't think I would have any trouble getting her to trust me, but...
Date, do you remember? Saturday evening after syncing with Mizuki. Inside the Somnium, you thought you saw Iris's body, so you called her. The time was 4:52 p.m., right before Renju called Iris. You told her.
Okay, don't go anywhere. Lock the door and stay at home.
Iris didn't accept Saito's proposition because of your warning. If you did not warn her...
She would have been taken here.
I decided to pick her up in Renju's car. I thought that if she saw me in person, she would trust me. However...
You got in an accident around 6:10 p.m. and lost consciousness.
So unlucky. My plans were ruined. But my ultimate goal is still achievable. So it's all good.
What about day 3?
After the accident, my body was taken to Central Hospital. I regained consciousness just past 12 a.m. Sunday. The surgery was a success, but Renju's organs were in a horrible state. But I had somewhere to be. I left the hospital, rented a car, and headed to Iris's house.
I know what happened after that. You got to the Sagan household at 2 a.m. You pushed the intercom button.
He was sweating buckets and he came up to me with this begging look in his eyes. He said, "Come with me."
You got Iris to come with you, but when you tried to bring her here...
I got scared. I pulled my hand away and ran.
Oh, you know that too? But you're exactly right. I was planning to put her to sleep in the car, but I didn't have my drugs on me. The sleeping pills were inside Renju's crushed car. I was pushing my luck. My plan and my body were both in shambles. I'm sure the painkillers were affecting me as well. My mind was scrambled, and I couldn't think straight. I couldn't chase after her. I needed to sleep. I managed to make it back here and collapsed on the ground. Next thing I knew, it was the next day. I woke up around noon on Monday. Renju's body was about to expire.
Day 4?
By Monday, Renju's body was almost completely dead. And of course, my consciousness as well. That's when I got a call. from a Mr. Amanoma. The man you call Pewter.
The boss told me that number 89 was coming. Then, Renju asked, "Is there any way we can let number 89 escape?"
Why did you want 89 to escape?
When I heard that number 89 was coming to Abyss HQ, I came up with a plan. Iris trusts this number 89, this bot. I thought I could use it to get to her. And there was another reason. I planned on eventually switching bodies with you. You and I would get our original bodies back. And after I do that, I will kill Iris and Hitomi in front of you while you're in this body. A rather nice plan if I do say so myself. That's why I asked Pewter to help number 89 escape. I wanted this body at all costs.
What happened after you escaped with 89 in the car?
I brought Rohan, who was inside number 89's body, to the abandoned factory. Rohan was my partner in the Cyclops serial killings. So naturally, we had a lot to talk about, but I didn't have much time left. Not to sound like a broken record, but Renju's body was almost done. It was completely useless at this point. So, I put Rohan to sleep and began the sync. As a result, this happened.
Renju.
It's just like I told you. He died of natural causes.
About the shooting on Monday.
Just mercenaries I hired. After I woke up Monday, I arranged the hit. They were expensive, but I had access to Renju's bank account. I paid them with his money. Of course, my intention was only to kidnap Iris, but after I got this body, I didn't really need them anymore. But they had already been paid good money, so I decided to leave the arrangements as they were. And then, Pewter. I told him about Iris and hiring the assassins. I told him he could use them for whatever he needed. And he acted on his own, without consulting me.
Day 5.
I called Iris about 24 hours ago. Tuesday at 1:40 a.m. I started a video chat with Iris. Long time no see. I'm sorry to call you out of the blue like this, but I need to see you. Iris got so excited that she dropped her guard. I told her where to meet, and she agreed right away. It was all according to plan. I knew that if I looked like him, she would do anything.
I've been looking for him for 6 years.
I see. That is why Iris left Matsushita Diner.
So the person she trusts most.
You, Date. Number 89's current body was originally yours.
After Iris got into the car, I put her to sleep. I restrained her and called Hitomi.
I have your daughter. Don't call the police or she dies.
I used Iris to reel in Hitomi. And you. Thanks for being so cooperative. But you did drag your feet. I was getting tired of waiting.
About Monica's murder 18 years ago.
I was only 12. But I remember it vividly. On that day, 18 years ago, I heard my dad on the phone. I'm going to see Monica. I followed him. I got into a taxi and followed my dad's car. He went to the Harbor Warehouse District.
Why did you do it?
I've only ever been happy when I was killing something. Before Monica, I would kill cats and pigeons. It was the only way I could feel happiness. The only way I could feel anything. But like a drug, I eventually grew a tolerance to it. Next, I'll kill a human. That's when I found out about Monica. That woman took my dad from me, and she stole all the happiness from my house. So I chose her as a target. I was born with a brain disorder. I can't secrete oxytocin from my pituitary gland, and I didn't have a mother. Not a real one, I mean. My mom died giving birth to me, so naturally, my emotions toward my dad were complicated. Sometimes I think, if I didn't kill Monica, would things be different? Maybe the murders 6 years ago never would have happened. Me, you, Rohan. Maybe none of us would have gotten mixed up in this. And maybe Shoko Nadami never would have gotten killed. Isn't destiny a curious thing? One mistake can change so many lives. Sorry, I don't have anything else to say to you. And even I'm growing tired of seeing that twisted, angry face of yours. So, shall we get started? Give me my body back. What a strange fake eye. Oh well.
That I didn't need to see.
All right, it's ready.
You know, in the event he chooses to put that eye back on after they switch bodies, the moment that happens and the game thinks to do what I think it should do, I'll clap like a seal. Am I really doing a Somnium?
The sync room. That was... Damn it, why can't I wake up? This doesn't look like footage from a surveillance camera.
They're backward. Huh.
Am I being synced?
Time doesn't go down.
Sync?
Uh,
Without Aiba, I can't figure anything out.
what? There's a knife.
What? Damn it, what is this? Go to the sync room, huh?
Oh, now this drains time. Okay, then investigate. None of this feels good.
Me? What was he doing? Sync here.
Fix? What's there to fix? What the fuck?
Again.
He wakes up and leaves. Guess I'll go get him.
A door? This wasn't here before.
Looks like this isn't going to be a Somnium that's meant to challenge me at all. Even the wrong whenever they give you more than one choice, it doesn't drain time. Though it could do it at the last second. Drugs. This is the...
Help me! Help me!
Blood.
picture?
The picture.
That did nothing.
Blood.
All right,
Damn.
dunk in.
This. It's them. You're... Damn, nothing.
All right, I've been wrong before.
It's just a mirror. You're... I can't.
Was I wrong on all of them?
I touched it, but nothing happened.
What?
Damn it! That's it. Just a little more.
this is something, man. Oh.
I'm sinking.
Percent sink? What is that?
I can't stop it.
Oh no.
What do I do?
Help. Sink again.
What is this?
It's not working, man.
Ah! That was...
What, do I get no trophy for that one? Is just I can't have it, can I? Thanks for watching. My videos are not possible without the generous support of people over on my Patreon. You're seeing their names go across the screen right now. Of course, we have to give some special props to some of the higher tiered patrons, and I'm going to do so now. They include people such as the Wayfinders, such as Losky3, Dronic LX, Sheep Heavenly, Mr. I Like Bacon, Javier Porksword, Haas Bear, Matthew Cassidy, Jordan Pastrana, and Azure Counselor. But standing even above them as my ultimate supporters, the organization, the highest tier, includes Kristen Cervantes, Grim Reaper, Colleen Suarez, and finally, Ed Rodriguez. Thank you so much to the people who support me over on patreon.com/KZXcellent. If you want your name featured, head on over to the Patreon link in the description and consider supporting and checking out the various perks. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.